That probably looks really weird. I apologize. Okay. That. This is the first time I've tried streaming off my phone into OBS, so forgive me. I am currently deafened on the fucking, what's it called? Discord. So hopefully sound isn't too bad. Oh, I don't have 6,900 gems. I have 7,500. Slightly better. Okay. Turn this shit down probably just a little bit. Alright. See if she's... Okay, so while we actually wait, where is... We'll reactivate that. Those gems. Yeah, don't laugh at my gems. So we are going to wait. So actually, while we wait, I'm going to hide that. Whoa, what happened to 14? Oh, what happened to 14? What the fuck happened? Fix 14, what the fuck happened? We're gonna hang out in 14 for a little bit and do some more stuff. I do want to go into the dungeon, except I can't, because that is going to take an hour to do. So I need to move OBS. Oh fuck, I still got a few other things I need to do, don't I? God damn it. Where is... There it is. Okay. By the way, I do also, it's not we're not just streaming on YouTube and Twitch. For my channel, I do actually have a Facebook group. So we're also over there. I need to throw some shit. Late night. Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia stream. We'll throw that there. Oh my god. My brain can't keep up with half the shit I'm doing. So I am deafened in Discord, so I'm actually going to disconnect. So Jai, I am disconnecting from the call, just in case. Then we're going to... Where the fuck is it? Streaming Aranea. See pools. Still waiting to see if Sis wakes up. And I will also grab the link . that. Okay, send that, and send that. Actually, did I send the right? Yes, okay. I did send the right link for, okay. Cool. Alright. So, once again, check to see if she has not seen the message yet. So, she may actually have like a miniature alarm set for to kind of wake up for it. I don't know. We shall see. If not, I will also mention, by the way, that that same link from my last stream for my channel's Discord should be in the description for this one. So you guys are more than welcome to pop in and all that. I know Jai just joined, and if she does not pop in, I will pick up Samurai. I will go into a voice chat and in the channel, or I may just jump into a voice chat on Dissidia and we can kind of compare polls. Anybody. It's not just, it's for anybody. So if reality's here to tell me I'm shit and laugh at my gyms, he's more than welcome to also join the Discord. The Discord is also there to, I know the Dystopia Discord is there for just talking about DFFOO and a bunch of other shenanigans and stuff like that. But I think we do try to keep it primarily DFFOO. I could be wrong. I am such a horrible junior mod. But, yeah, no. My Discord is there to just talk about anything, really. Anime, games, a bunch of other stuff. Okay, we got about 4 minutes until I guess everyone's calling. Everyone just keeps calling her Arabe. Another word that, you know, I feel old for not liking that word. Witty sarcasm brings the auto mod. Did you say something? Oh no, I'm gonna have to check fucking Twitch, aren't I? Held a message for a reason. Bullying. I mean, you don't need us to tell you your shit if you think... I will allow that, actually, because I find that funny. I don't know what the auto mod is, to be fair. Because my mom was telling my stepdad to fuck off, and the auto mod sent me that same thing. This is being held for review. Reason? Aggression. I'm like, she's violent. More to talk thing. Sometimes even Final Fantasy. I mean, you don't need us to tell you. Okay, I already read that one. I read that because it was being held for review. I'm going to try and unlock Amalja dailies in 2 minutes, which is not a fucking problem. What's up, Kane? By the way, what's up to everybody who is actually watching? Oh, you know what? It was. I need to do that too. I will do that after I finish Amalja. I'm opening Amalja. Amalja. It's not a hard J. It's like a J. Oh, actually, I need to probably mute. Which actually probably doesn't even matter at this point, because since I've been driving on the Finra, it's been playing the music, and the stream probably already picked it up, and I'm gonna get a message on fucking YouTube saying this is being held for copyright issues. Not being held, but you know, this video cannot be monetized. Yes, come stand on the archer. Come stand on the archer. Bring my bird. And then we go boom. Oh, I just saw the notification. It's 3. Okay, well, there's nothing here that'll kill me. So we're going to tab over. Glad to see you got on. Yep. Alright, well, I'm going to now swap it back to that. Also, hello, Chris5258. Fuck it. You know what? This is already going to be probably stupid shit for copyright reasons, so I don't even care. I'm just going to leave. Could be FFA, in which case, anytime Shiva is summoned, it's an insta copyright strike. Yeah. Okay. Did she see the message? She did not. So before I go into polls, I will actually jump into a Dystopia channel if anyone wants to just kind of chat. Chris5258 has followed. Thank you again, sir. That puts me one step closer. Not in reference to a Linkin Park song. I'll just jump in streaming chat. In Dystopia, if anyone wants to compare polls. I am tabbed over onto the... Why am I even trying to do stuff on my fucking... Got the LD, 2 tickets. Well, congrats. Okay. So, since I am actually not focusing on stuff on 14, I will move this back over here so I can keep an eye on Discord. You can probably tell that I am not a professional streamer. I try to be, but I am shit. So, and I will go ahead and do... Let's do the free daily. And check one more. Check one more time. Nope, she hasn't seen it. Oh well. She's probably really tired anyway.
Got it in 2 tickets.
Lucky. Alright. Let's see. Daily free? Maybe? Fuck no. Okay. And daily free. Or free multi. Oh, this is already bad. My best luck was on the ace banners. In the last, like, 2 months. We'll watch it. Yeah, this is already shit. It's... Wow. I have been surprised by a blue orb before, so you never know. That would not be one of those times. Alright. Well, let's... I'll just do one. Just the multi. Yeah. I'm not using what little gems I have. Because... Even if we don't get Zach, I am not worried about it. I'm saving for Quistis. Yeah. What is all this stuff? Okay. Cool. I don't even know what the orb condition is for this time around for her.
So, crit hit and then like brave damage.
Oh. Like I know what Prompto's LD does.
Super easy. Yep, super easy.
That's good. Ranged and crit hits, I think, is what Chris says.
Yeah, that.
So, Reality got it in 2 tickets. How did Kane and Chris do? I also wish I knew better. Got it in... Did you get Prompto's LD in 100 tickets, or, like, which one? I haven't pulled yet. I was looking over someone's account. Oh. Well, good luck on your pulls. I forgot what I was gonna say. No, I wish I knew more about... Knew better on pulling, because I realized I knew some characters, most characters were only good as their EX. So I tried so hard to get everyone's EXs. So I spent basically everything I had going through this game to make sure I got EXs when they were up. Not even like enough to limit break them all the way, just enough to get one at least. Did get 2 Aranea in 1 pull though. Wow. Yeah, Prompto's all I need. It's starting to get warm in here. Here we go. Okay. I hate how loud that thing is. I am hoping my sister's pulls go pretty well though. Although hers has been a lot better than mine recently. Just for the fact that she's like already got aces, LD, and BT. She got both Barts and ace BTs. She got Bart's stuff, go Ferris's LD, because Ferris is one of her favorites, which she got, and then she wound up getting aces, LD, and BT, going for Kimari's EX. Because she saw someone cheese something with his EX. I can't remember what it was, though. I'm the opposite. I only have their LDs. Oh. I got Ace's LD out of 10 tickets. No burst. And I already had all of Kimari, Bart's, and Ferris. Can't remember if Kane has been in a stream recently that where I mentioned how bad Zidane treated me. That dude took everything from me. I need to go, like, edit a clip from Warlords of Draenor for WoW and put my face on Grom and fucking put Zidane's face on Gul'dan right when Gul'dan says everything. How's your polls going there, Jai, since you're sitting there saying boo-hoo? Because I got Zidane's LD from tickets and BT at 200 pity on SIDS. Oh, wow. And I see that Asti has gone live as well. Hopefully he has a better time than me. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and update Prompto. There we go. Not doing this now, we'll do them tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, fuck it, we can run through all this stuff with Reigns. Reigns took a lot too. Oh my god. I did not have very good luck on Zidane's cycle. I could have swore I hit that. That is some lag. That is some lag. No, I guess it didn't hit the button. Okay. I need the sleep first. Like sleep for good luck. I wish that worked for me. Launchy time. We're just gonna take Ace and Bart here anyway, just for the panels. Apart from hunts and logging in daily, those are the only two missions I'm missing. Oh, and the things that are in her chapter. The generals. Have you greened anybody, Kane? Or anybody watching, really? What are your guys' greens? I did not have... I have a book now. I didn't have a book to blue Sid. I may need to try to continue the Garnet Saga. Maybe Blue Armor Sid will help me get through his Lufinia Plus with Garnet. I don't know, but I may need it. He's not really a favorite, so I didn't really want to blue him, but if he is busted, I enjoy it. I'm actually going to. I know I am also streaming, but I will also open up just because I am. I like to assume or consider myself a cool dude. I will go lurk in Asties. See how he's doing. And no, I didn't beat BT plus anyone. I wait for favorite. Which favorite? Are you waiting? Judging from your name, are you waiting for them to announce like Kane to get a BT and that he's gonna be the plus? I would love Kane to get a BT, by the way. I have a lot of personal favorites. Oh, he's going in now. Let's see how Asti does. I know I say Jai needs to set some of their favoritism aside, but I will admit I think Vivi could be a good pick for a BT. I wouldn't mind Vivi having a BT. I do have a lot of favorites that I wish had BTs. If they hold true to their state, yep. Okay, yeah. That's also why I figured Kane was gonna get one as well, or is gonna get one as well because he's been in a Dissidia. I don't know if Vincent's been in Dissidia, but Vincent was the pro tag of Dirge Cerberus, which honestly was actually a really fun game. It may not have been the best game. It was their first like try at a first-person shooter for Final Fantasy, but I like Kane. I just don't like that everyone just immediately assumes that he is the OG Dragoon. He's not. Oh, did I just hit retry? God damn it. No. Yeah, I'm not dealing with this again.
Not dealing with what again?
The, So you've decided to unmute, sir.
Yes.
That fight again that I just did because I accidentally hit retry. It's only level 80, but I don't want to fucking deal with it right now. This is just going to be like a short stream. Like I said, I'm just going to kind of get through the stuff. I don't think I'm going to do the Lufinia Plus tonight. But
Also, while I'm here, I just want to clarify. I put my prejudices aside pretty damn easily. You know, I'm not saying that certain characters shouldn't have a BT like Seymour. I'm just saying it's very
don't let
slim
don't
chance.
let reality hear that. There are actually it is a very unbalanced thing between kind of heroes and villains. So I do think, just so it kind of balances it out, more characters do need bursts, and that includes the villains. So Seymour and Zand should probably get bursts, just to kind of help.
Well, look at it this way, right? You've already seen 2 Final Fantasy V characters have BTs and LDs on the villain side, because both the villains on that side have them.
Which one? Which game?
5.
X-Death?
Because Exeth has 1, and Gilgamesh is supposed to be getting
Gilgamesh
1.
is getting a BT, but Gilgamesh is not a villain. No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Gilgamesh is a fucking mess.
In
That's what Gilgamesh is.
in 5, he's a villain, and in
he's
Dissidia,
an antagonist.
the two Dissidia, in the 2 Dissidia PSP games, he's also considered one of the villains, which makes him a villain in this one.
I don't think it's villain. It's more of just antagonistic, because he spends. I'm pretty sure he spends most of the time in 5, even though I've not played it, chasing after them to, like, I want to fight.
You'll find out. You'll find out. And look at that, folks. He's taking a Garnet with him without bringing a Zidane. Terrible.
Well, I'm bringing Garnet because she does better AoE. And I need
Zidane.
Ace and Bart's for the panels.
But Zidane with the hood as well.
Oh, Asty's pulling.
Terrible. Good luck, Asty. I know you can't hear me, but good luck.
Who's another person, I think? Oh. Damn. And he's twerking.
Who did you
He
get?
got nothing out of his free daily or free multi. But he dropped 10 tickets and got Prompto. LD.
Nice.
Who else could I think could use a BT? Because I know I do. In terms of the villains, I know Kadash probably needs to get one as well. Because if anything, he was the main villain of Advent Children. Everyone wants Tifa to get one, and Tifa's on that list of previous Dissidia characters. And Dirge Chaos form. I saw Vincent's finishing thing, and I was just like, I love that. Me and my sister got so hyped. Everyone wants Tifa to get one, because she was also, oh fuck, I forgot he can use his BT plus, because I have a green parts. Yeah, everyone wants Tifa. I want Renoa. And actually, Renoa was in NT, so Renoa's probably going to get one. If they are following with that whole thing with being previous NT or Dissidia characters.
I think they'll do all the, like, main like, heroes and villains first. Before they, like, go around and say, right, because so-and-so was in NT or the original Dissidia Dual Decimal, we'll give them a BT.
Yeah.
Because I've heard Dual Decimals getting the BT treatment as
Yeah,
well.
Kamlanat was on that list. He was in NT
NT.
and I believe in Duodecim. No? I have
No?
I have both Dissidia and Dissidia NT, not NT, Duodecim on my PSP, but I've actually not gone through them yet.
Well, Kaminot is not in either of them.
Kamlana, I think, is also less interesting than Eldnarsh, so I don't care for him.
The only people that you got from 11 in Dissidia and Dissidia Duodecimo are Prish and Shantoto.
Oh. Yeah, Shantoto is that weird wild card because I think in 11 she is kind of like a helpful person, but also someone that is capable of mass destruction.
She's an NPC.
Yeah, so is Prish.
No, she's like a D&D NPC. Somewhat useful, but 9 times out of 10, massive pain in the butt.
I find her funny, and her whole back and forth with Ulti and NT was like the highlight of that entire story. The story was fucking garbage.
I like the interactions they had with the summons.
Yeah, I like that everyone had a unique interaction with them. I hated playing Chatonto and Duodecim. That's what Kane said. I'm reading stuff as well. I should probably say Kane says I hated playing Shantoto and Duodecim. I never understood how to fucking say that. I'm like, is it okay? So it's Dissidia 012, 012, Dissidia 12.
I never understood it myself. And then when I heard somebody saying it, I just kind of went, okay, that's how you say it then. Okay.
I'm just like, I don't understand the point of the 012 and how that means duodecim. There is probably a whole big back thing to it. I just can't wrap my head around it. If it was actually explained to me, I'd probably understand it. Also, in terms of the fact that Prish was in there and Prish is getting a BT, I like that. I find Prish funny.
Well, do you know what I find weird about that? Like, Prish and Shantoto were the, like, two characters on Cosmos' side, so you would think, who does Prish or Shantoto fight against on the villain side? Because at least, like, in the original game of Dissidia, it was always Shantoto versus Gabran. So when Prish was added in Duodecimo, I was like, who did she fight?
Prish or Shantoto versus Gabranth? 012 means the 12th cycle of the heroes is in the conflict. The 13th cycle is the one where the heroes win from OG Dissidia. Oh. Interesting. So this is
yeah, big story thing there. Big story thing there.
I guess. Let's scroll through characters real quick. 2. I think Leon could use a burst. Because Leon is that weird kind of half and half, right? He's like... It's like he's a good guy, but then he went to the dark side. And then he rejoined the light, sort of thing. It's a thing. Duodecim was basically a prequel. Oh. I really need to sit down and play these. We can probably guarantee that Dark Knight Cecil will get a burst.
No. I think they'll lock it down to just Paladin Cecil, but...
Well, they seem to show a lot of love to Cecil because he is one of the first bursts, I believe. He's one of their main guys and mascots and stuff like that. he has 2 character forms in the game, and he gets 2 of the mannequin weapons. And he is basically their main character to be epitomizing light versus dark. Because he is like, okay, he goes from the dark side to the light side, and his brother is the dark side. So it's like, it's like that.
Well, in Final Fantasy V, we know that Gilgamesh will get a BT because of reasons.
Oh, he is.
given.
He is.
If you scroll up, 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 up.
Are you kind of doing that thing where you put your fingers in your ear going blah blah blah? I don't hear you every time I say.
No. I was just meaning for you to scroll up because you were looking at the characters there and scrolling down the way. So I'm like, go up.
Well, I need to probably keep going.
Because I know that Bok will also get one, but we need another villain from 6.
And I was about to go on to that. I think Leo would probably get one. And his father is the reason Cecil would be a paladin because of the Lunarian blood. Oh, yeah. I already know some spoilers for 4. I haven't played 4. But, that, like, I shit you not. I started playing, when I started going through this, and I was going through the chapter where you get Paladin Cecil. I think even before that, that is when it was revealed to me that Cecil and Golbez are brothers. I didn't know the entire fucking time. And then Clay dropped the bomb on me about the relationship between Realm and Shadow. I went, no! What the fuck? A lot of bombs have been dropped on me in this fucking game. Oh wait, what am I doing? Oh, I didn't realize I was auto-plussing the Cosmos. Whoopsie! I'm just going in, auto-plussing shit. Nah, it'll be fine. I will say, even though I don't really care for Ace, his LD is really good.
Well, you heard what Clay said earlier today, and hi, Clay. You don't, for certain things that we've gotten recently in terms of fights, you don't necessarily need Ace's BT to do damage. All you really need is his LD.
Yeah, that's what Clay was saying. Because we can all probably be honest that fucking EXs are almost irrelevant compared to most LDs. Like, I barely use Paladin, Cecil, Zell, and Tifa's EXs. But, yeah, there's a few where the LD is a lot more crucial and important than the burst. And I want to say Paladin Cecil is still one of them.
Well, I think what Clay was meaning is that Ace's LD is still hitting for like truck tons of damage.
Yep.
So it's not like the end of the world if you don't have the BT. You know, so it's like chill.
And then, I mean, you do also have the whole, you have to really set certain characters up. Because Ace, I think, because you've seen the whole thing going on in the Discord between Reality and Hiatus, where they're just basically just trying to outdo each other. But that's not even for the burst itself. That is them doing all the setup and then going through the burst rotation to try to top each other. which reality is still losing.
He'll get there. Reality will get there.
Oh man, who is another character that I think the LD is just better than the burst? I'm trying to really wrap my head around it. Some it's not even like the damage of the burst. It's the effect. Like Garland's effect, X-Death's effect, Cloud of Darkness's effect, stuff like that. Those are really good. Oh yeah, Sephiroth. Sephiroth has a really I'm not a big Sephiroth fan, but I've used his BT effect not just in my own stuff. Even when I didn't have his LD, I had his burst, but I didn't have his LD. I used Sephiroth just purely to use the BT effect to just re-break and stuff like that. And even friend unit, just bring in Sephiroth, pop it, don't let him get a turn, just smash him. Aranea is not. I think Aranea is similar to Gilgamesh in the fact that she's kind of like an antagonist, but not a villain. Like, I don't really consider Gilgamesh a villain. He's just more of an antagonist. Like, I'm just coming to fuck with you guys. And that's sort of what Aranea does for a good portion of 15. So it's like, I wouldn't mind if she got a burst. I also just really like Aranea. And also in that regard, and you will probably jump on this one, because you've been fighting me on a few of these, but you would probably jump on this one. Beatrix.
Getting a burst.
Because she's an antagonist for a good portion of 9.
She is an antagonist, and I think her burst would work really, really well. And again, this isn't my prejudice. Like, I do agree. I think more villains need bursts.
Yeah.
Because like, there's not many villains to begin with, to be perfectly honest.
Say that again?
So I can see there's not many villains to begin with, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, that's the problem, because it's like they mostly just keep building it up that you have all of these heroes and it's only one antagonist or villain per game because they are the big bad.
Well, that was the original idea.
Yeah, because it was the 4 heroes versus like the 1 chaos.
For Dissidia, it was the original idea. It was like, here's the protagonist from the hero's side and the antagonist from the villain's side, and it was just them. That's the 13th cycle, you know. But until Decimal, they started introducing all these other individuals, so it was unbalanced. And now for Omnia, it's kind of slightly worse in that regard, because now you've got all these different characters, and some of them are characters that start off as villains and then become heroes, because you could argue that Gopez is also a hero now, thanks to After Years, so it's kind of like,
I'm also trying to run through this to get all the enhancement points, because my Moogle Pass ends in like a day. And I'm not going to be able to renew it for like a couple days or something like that.
So let me ask you, do you think Scarnet's LD is around the corner?
I don't know enough about it. I just know she gets an LD. I know she gets ARC. I don't even know what it does.
That's not what I was going to ask. I was talking to Hiatus about this earlier when we were getting me set up with Zidane's new costume. Do you think Garnet's gonna get another
Um,
costume?
as far as I know, when she did get an LD, they didn't release a new costume. I would love it if she got a new costume. I would buy it immediately.
What would you like to see that new costume
That
be?
new costume. Um, one of two
if
things.
she was to get one.
Either like basically
Mm-hmm.
one of the more lazy fucking costumes, kind of like how Gerbrandt just takes off his fucking helmet. All they're doing is just cutting her hair.
Yeah.
Or her royal gown.
See, now I like how you called it the royal gown. Like, I'm always stuck between it's her queenly dress, her wedding dress, or her princess dress.
There's never.
Just all of
There's
the
never
above.
a wedding announced throughout the entire game, so it wouldn't be a wedding dress.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily that it's a wedding dress. It just looks like one. You know?
Coronation garnet dress, like Yuna's wedding dress. I mean,
I think
is it really a difference between her?
By the end of the 9, you could definitely tell that her and Zidane will get married.
Is her initial dress at the start of the game different from like her coronation?
The same. No, it's the same one.
Because I don't think they really changed her dress. Even in the final cutscene, I don't think they really changed her dress.
The only thing that really changes is when you see her in in-game graphics. Her dress has a little tint of blue in it. That's it.
Oh, the tiara?
No, the actual dress itself has a teensy tint of bluish green. That's it.
Oh.
And it's like the frills down at the bottom of the dress, or where it folds, kind of thing. So they could have did it as a kind of texture thing.
Now this is also my bias. I will openly use my bias here and say I would love to have Garnet have a burst. I think if they're doing it, because apart from Ultima weapons, probably the next thing is everyone's just going to need to have burst. And then if you look at Kuja and you look at Zidane, they both go trance in the burst. So guarantee if they give everyone a burst, Steiner, Freya, Vivi, Aiko, all trance.
But not Garnet.
Well, she's in there. She's in there. I didn't think I had to say her because she was the start of it.
Well, you never mentioned. It's like you left out your most favorite. Oh, terrible. I really want to see what they do with Amaranth and Quina when they eventually bring them into this game.
Yeah.
Quina is going to be very, very interesting because Blue Mage.
What do I want to say? My brain totally just fucking shut off. In terms, this pops up a lot. In terms of like characters we all like want, it's obviously different between lots of people. Amaranth is definitely at the top for me. Not like the top, but at the top. And it's not just like a bias for some things more towards 8 than 9, because they're kind of like neck and neck with me, but sometimes 9 pulls ahead, 8 pulls ahead. Stuff like that. It really depends on my mood. Similar to like how my
Who do you want to see from
Edia. Edia hands down from 8. Edia and then Kyros and Ward.
No, Kyros. Well, you were talking about Ward earlier, so I kind of assumed that you might want to
I would love
Kyros
to see Kyros and Ward just because of the fact that Laguna's there. And just to...
Well, I mean, it would make sense because, like, look at all the characters we've already had.
Whoop.
Right? We've had
Wrong button.
um
Oh, what happened?
the main cast, Ultimecia, the disciplinary committee, and Cypher, Fujin, and Rajin, respectively. Kyros and Ward would be
Oh,
the
what did I
next
do?
two I would bring in from me.
What did I do? I fucked up the screen somehow.
You shrank it.
Um,
And you're showing a teensy bit of 14.
no, yeah, like you have the disciplinary committee. There are a few other ones I would like to probably see outside of, you know, Laguna's team and Idia. Idia also just for the fact that I want
Another
I want to be able to be like, look, because I know a lot of people make the meme and joke about how Ulti and Edie are basically the same character, but it's just it is what it is. But I know because there's like characters like Shu or Zoo, however you want to pronounce her name.
Who? What Final Fantasy they from? Which Final Fantasy they from?
What Final Fantasy is Shu from?
The Shures.
She's part of the
Zoo.
the like the faculty at 8 in 8. I'm in the minority here, but I want Gafgarian from Texas.
You.
Huh?
Ziu.
Yeah, it depends on how you pronounce the name, because you know a lot of people, like you guys say Zidane, but I'm sitting here. There's a fucking E. It's Zidane. In terms of what Kane says about being in the minority about wanting Gafgarian, I'm in that same minority. Gafgarian is a bit of a dick, but that is okay. Bard will probably eat me alive, but I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here kind of going. I just think Tactics A2 is more entertaining than Tactics, and that's skipping Tactics Advance. I just like Tactics A2. Has one of my favorite characters from the Tactics franchise, and that is
Bard's gonna cancel
what is her
you on
name?
Twitter.
Adele.
Bard's gonna cancel you on Twitter.
Hmm?
Bard is gonna cancel you on Twitter.
What's the difference? You keep canceling me on Twitter.
Yep, I do it ironically.
Another one I really want to see in DFFOO, and he comes up a lot, and that's Rufus.
He'd be a good
If Rufus comes in,
Like,
Rufus needs to have a BT.
Rufus is also one of those characters that's flippant.
Yep. And it's fucking... I love it. He was an entertaining antagonist, and they made him look good in Advent Children, and then even better in the remake. And I've not even played the remake. I have it, I just haven't played it yet.
I don't like his outfit in the remake, and I've played the remake, and I do not like his outfit. I think he looks dumb. That's a shot fired. There's something.
It's not quite the level of Titus's pants, though, right?
Oh, it's
no.
worse.
Get out of here. I don't want to talk to you no more.
No, honestly, it's worse, Blake. I thought Titus's pants were bad, but taking what I loved about Rufus from the original kind of sort of away from him angered me. Because, like, he still technically has his, like, coats, but it's all belts at the back of it.
Did they give him the
I don't
Lulu
know
treatment?
what Final Fantasy. Almost, and it's like I don't understand this fascination Square Enix has with the giving people belts for no reason. So it's like, why are you doing this?
What drive?
So like,
Hmm?
if you get the opportunity to look it up,
Oh no, I know it. I know what it looks like.
just have a good look at it. Like I'm meaning for your viewers, if like they get the opportunity to look up Rufus's new look in the remake, look it up, see what you think, and tell me that I'm wrong. You know, like it just to me it's weird. I mean, I get it. It's supposed to be an urban kind of Final Fantasy, but when when the last time were you in an urban setting and saw anybody wearing massive amounts of belt for clothing? I mean, Lulu was smart and she made a dress out of it. She probably has bruises all over her legs, but she made a
Well,
dress out of it.
in terms of Lulu, I have seen a meme where because in Endwalker, and actually I think maybe the patch just before Endwalker, they're removing belts.
Mm-hmm.
So people have, I swear I've seen the meme of people saying that
They're just gonna run to Lulu and ask
the
to
world of
borrow a belt.
14 and 10 are now connected, and 10 is the future of 14 because that's where all our belts went. Is they went to Lulu, and I'm sitting here going, you guys are fucking weird. Oh, I bet this would be so much more entertaining if I actually had Promptos all day.
Just as a side note, a friend of mine actually bought a Lulu-esque costume, right, for cosplay purposes. But the belts that they had, they didn't care for them, so they kind of like pulled them out, but still kept the fake belts because it was fake belts at the opening of the dress. They started attaching real belts, and as soon as they just like moved around the house, they were like, maybe this isn't such a good idea. And it was simply because the buckles of the belts kept smacking against her legs. So I was like, this is probably why you don't see Lulu running any marathons.
Oh fuck, I forgot I had a Cloud of Darkness goal. Also, feel free to tell me I'm shit for not knowing how to play Ace.
I'm not going to give you any beef on Ace because I don't know how to play him either. I know he does things.
Right, that's what most characters do. They do a thing, and some of them actually just don't even do that thing well.
I mean, this is gonna probably surprise you, or maybe it won't. I don't know. When I do Zidane's burst, I'm just pressing buttons. I might look like I know what I'm doing, but I'm just pressing buttons.
Well, we're also part of a community where people fucking will, like, well, you gotta do this because it's a whole bunch of that stupid min-maxing bullshit, and I'm just like, just shut your face. I don't care. Just shut up. I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna be like fucking. I can't. I had his name right there, and I already fucking lost it.
I don't mind being told what buttons to press in a rotation if I don't know the rotation for the characters, like BT. But in terms of Zidane, the one thing I do know, after hitting his EX, you get the mug command, and then as soon as you've hit the mug command, you want to hit free energy.
I'm probably...
And that's my little rotation.
I'm probably one of the dumber people that sit there and go, I'm going to use my mug and Solution 9 HP attack in the rotation.
Oh?
Because
See, I've done that as well. So you're not alone there.
And I
No, not
personally, I
completely
thought
alone.
Stellar 9 was actually hitting more, or Stellar Circle was hitting more than uh free energy was, but everyone's like no, because it batteries. I'm like, oh, well, fuck, I didn't know. I just push
Mm-hmm.
buttons.
That's why. That's kind of why I always go with mug and free energy together.
You
You're like one one after the other kind of idea.
this just basically just showed off that I just push buttons. So
Did it also show off that I might know what I'm doing when it comes to stuff?
I like Aranea. I have no idea how to fucking use it.
Maybe. Do you know the character that I absolutely love? And it's simply because I know that they're idiot proof. It's the Emperor.
Oh, fucking Emperor! Emperor is basically you just spam until you can get his EX.
Idiot
You hit his
proof.
EX, so he puts all the traps on there, and then you just spam HP attack. If I have that right, I'm probably wrong.
No, you have to. No. It's like you do stuff to get his EX, and then after you've done his EX, you hit his LD, and then
Yeah,
spam HP.
something like that. Yeah.
Idiot proof.
And we're probably looking at this all wrong, and then you're probably gonna have someone like sign that goes, excuse me, this is how you're supposed to do it.
It's me. I still like Emperors. I've never really played through too much. I played some of it, like I've never necessarily finished it. Should go back and finish it. But Emperor is gonna hold a special place in my heart because he was the first EX I ever had, and he's also one of the first people I kind of got the LD and BT for at the same time, got off of the same pool. So I was like, Emperor, for whatever reason, just likes me. It's a pity that I don't have any spheres or perfect hearts on.
Kane said, I abused Aranea for like a solid month. Was that when she got her LD, or like when she came out as like a global release? Because when I actually started playing, I saw how busted and useful she was, even in like the Chaos era, and just destroyed. I kept looking for people with Aranea friends, even if they didn't have summon boards, because they were just like destroying. She would just come in and just like clear everything.
Well, Aranea was really
It says
broken
both.
when she first joined, so
It was Aranea and fucking a Mid-Italian that I just kept looking for friend units. And then at one point I'm sitting there going, I'm gonna try and find a friend unit of each character. Which then I realized was stupid because people will change them.
mm-hmm.
I'm also that guy who sits there and goes, I'm just gonna put favorites. And I will say you should put favorites. You don't listen to the people that say you have to put useful characters as your friend support. I mean, yes, they are gonna get used more.
Well, only here's what I say on that thing. And Rune can back me up on this for people who might not necessarily believe what I'm about to say. But I always tend to have VB as my friend support. Even though he has an LD that kills the entire party.
VV.
I'm like, F that shit. I'm gonna have VB as my friend support. If you don't like that, you
Sorry,
can
Loki, I
suck
didn't mean to
it.
hit you.
But VB is just like, that's my personal preference. I like VB. He is one of my favorite characters. But since Zidane's BT and BT Plus, I've had him as my friend unit, and it is something I said I would do. You know, I said I will put Zidane as my friend unit for an undisclosed period of time. I think at one point I said, I'll keep him there for 5 minutes.
I do know there's a huge difference in like when I change my friend supports between certain characters, because it's like, if I put Squall, I'll get, some people will use him. Cool. I'll put Arden. Not as many people as Squall. Because, whatever. But, then you got, when I put Garnet, I get next to no uses. No one uses my friend support.
I think I was the same with BB, but I didn't care.
I don't care. I
Like,
always have money.
Yeah. Again, it's like we were saying earlier when somebody said, "Oh, I think I'm running low on money," and I was like,
to be fair, it is
no.
also like, if you have a decent friend unit, like, the whole meta shit, stuff like that, then it's not just that they're gonna use your friend support more, it's that they're gonna follow you back. That's the more important thing. But at the same time, just sit there going, does it have to be that way? In our Discord, previous problem child, without going into a lot of details, I remember he said, I will not use or follow anybody who does not have a character with summon boards, spheres, perfect arts, or is a BT character, or or they have to be a BT character. And it's just like, well, fuck you, dude. I guess you ain't following me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really a weird way of looking at things, and advise people who are watching that aren't necessarily extremely well versed in Devo, or people who are just predominantly starting it. Like, you don't need to follow somebody who has the latest, greatest weapon for them to be useful. Like, me and you are talking about characters we want to see have BTs specifically. That doesn't mean to say that those characters aren't hard hitting. Like, I think one of the things that people don't necessarily realize, or maybe they do, I don't know, but Tifa, let's take Tifa for example. She is somebody that we know, and we're talking about her getting a BT. So we know that that is on the horizon because Tifa does feature in Dissidia, NT, and Dual Decimal. So that's a foregone conclusion she will get a BT. It's not a matter of is she getting a BT, it's a matter of when she gets her
Hold
BT.
on one moment. Just because I am going to bring this up. So, Theodore and Kieran got BTs after Locke did. Right? So, and Locke was kind of the start of that whole confirmation that BT characters from previous Dissidias are going to get BTs. But Kieran it's a weird kind of way to say this. It's kind of like the Warrior of Light of Crystal Chronicles, where it's basically he's the template character for Crystal Chronicles, whereas Theodore is the protagonist of his game, right? So, but if you look, who are the people on this list? It was Locke, Gilgamesh, Zack, Laguna, Snow, Prish, and Vincent. Well, I don't think Vincent. But Vincent should get one because he is a protagonist of Dirge of Cerberus. So it's like, Actually, was Zack in NT? I don't remember. Or in a Dissidia? I don't remember.
No.
Okay,
No.
so Zack is also on. Zack is part of the protagonist line.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there's. I don't think we're unless we're getting
Vincent would
new.
then fall under the same category of
Yeah.
protagonist.
So unless we are going to get like some new character, which again will probably be an antagonist or protagonist, and I know a lot of people are sitting here wanting Xenos from 14 because we don't have a villain for 14.
We also don't have a villain from Crystal Chronicles either.
Well, the whole thing with Crystal Chronicles is that it's actually, even though it's one massive kind of, I don't know how to really explain it. It is one massive timeline, but we do technically have a villain if you count it as a whole because of Jegrin. But Crystal Chronicles as itself, it's been a long time since I played further than what we did when I streamed it with my family, my siblings, a few months back. That I don't remember if there really is a big bad for Crystal Chronicles. There probably is.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be a big bad. You know, like I think as long as it was a character, you know, that you could say, oh, that's the villain from that game.
Kane says if you go into each character from FCC, it does different. Yeah, because then you'd have to get a villain for Charlotta and a villain for Yuri and stuff like that. And they've also got their own roster of heroes. So that would expand that. But again, if 14 I think is the only one that we don't have a villain outside of Crystal Chronicles. And World of Final Fantasy. And Tactics. Okay, so any of this...
World of Final Fantasy. So World of Final Fantasy is going to be a difficult one because you never necessarily see the villain. I mean, there's a few people I can think of, but one of them's kind of not necessarily a villain because they're being controlled by
Spoilers.
I know.
No, I'm saying spoilers because I haven't gotten that far either.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
But
if they were to hold on, I will say if they were to bring in one of the villainous characters from World of Final Fantasy, it would make another character that we currently have in default make no sense whatsoever.
I think that's all I'm spending.
Because one of the characters we have in default currently, while they don't necessarily, well, I don't know because I don't really know this particular character. It's one of the ones from 14. And when I say you'll know exactly who I'm talking about, appears with a little familiar that is actually a summon, or at least I've been led to believe that it's a summon.
A character from 14 is a summon.
Has a summon, like as a familiar. It follows him into battle.
What?
Carbuncle.
Alfino?
If they were to do
a villain from World of Final Fantasy, it would make Alfino make no sense.
Because of the Carbuncle. I don't think necessarily that's true because carbuncles are different between each game.
Well, the way Carbuncle works in World of Final Fantasy is very similar to how 14's Alfino uses them, and that's not necessarily spoilers. But in my opinion, I look at it and I would go, oh, this kind of makes this make no sense. You know, so that's why I would rather it not be that particular character that I'm thinking about as a villain from World of Final Fantasy. There are 3 others I can think of, but the third one you can't use him, even though he's the big bad.
I am debating whether or not I should drop at least one multi.
Do it.
But I do also really want to save for Quistis. But I am probably going to end this here in a little bit because it is now 4 a.m. for us. But in regards to getting new characters and probably getting bursts, I almost want to say Tifa and probably Kane are next.
Well, I'm gonna jump back real quickly before you do your poll and just mention what I was trying to mention initially. So for new players, if you're watching this and you're like maybe you're watching this for the entertainment value, I don't know. If you are gonna start playing this game, don't necessarily friend people that have burst characters on their like friend unit. Sometimes people who only have LD characters can be very helpful too. Tifa is one of those characters currently that is only an LD character, but she hits like a freaking.
So does Zell.
Another very good example. These are characters that hit extremely hard. So don't discount an LD character just because they have an LD. There are multiple LD characters out there that hit so goddamn hard.
What's another thing I was gonna say in terms of that? This goes back to the whole thing with villains and stuff like that. We actually just got him. He's not a huge antagonist, but he is an antagonist at some point in the game. But if he got a burst, Reigns would be so fucking busted. And you give him proper battery, and he just fucking launches constantly with Pandemona. That is gonna be one hell of a burst score. Like you get all the proper
I've just realized something about 13.
What's up?
So apart from Caius, we've not necessarily had the main antagonist of 13.
And in terms of that, I'm going to say Sarah's probably due for a burst too, because Noel does seem more like the protagonist, but then again, it's almost like a neck and neck thing for them. And that's also kind of, I think, why Snow got a burst, because he's kind of like a double header.
Snow got it because
he was in NT, but he was also an antagonist in Lightning Returns. So he's like on both sides.
I've never played it. So.
Whereas for 13, I can't really place any more antagonists. I know they're like Bartandalus and Orphan. Those are huge monsters.
You could always do Bartandalus because doesn't
he does have a human form. So I mean, I guess he could come in, especially with where the story is going. And another antagonist I guess is Jill in the Bot. So
you know who you could do.
I'm gonna do this poll.
And they probably will do this. Well, you do.
That's bullshit.
Then what I'm thinking.
What's bullshit?
I got blue.
Bullshit?
I think
You mentioned them earlier, Kadaj. I think we might see Laws and Yazoo.
I can understand. Yeah, that was absolute fucking garbage. I can understand
Garbage.
Laws, but you don't really see enough of Yazoo in most of the fucking movie. And 10 more tickets. Oh,
Man.
oh,
Oh.
maybe. Probably bait EX like always, but fuck it. Yeah, you don't really see enough
There is
of.
that bit where they're fighting in the. There is that bit where they fight in the tunnel, but that's on
Yeah.
motorbikes. Didn't he use a gunblade anyway? And it's kind of predominantly
Wrong
a
fucking
gun?
weapon, Prompto. God damn it. Oh well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure unless we're gonna get some sort of new character, which if they're introducing new characters, like we just got Sisney, as a new character.
In GP.
Any kind of just I'll just classify them as like party members or side characters. They're obviously gonna come in with an LD, but if I'm pretty sure if they introduce any new characters that are like a protagonist or antagonist, like if they brought in like Xenos or Emmett Silk from 14 or Bartandalus, they're probably more likely going to have a BT. So, alright, well, it is now 4:15. I did say I was going to go for about an hour. Well, looking at the stream time, it's an hour and a half. So,
Oh my.
I am going to end it here. Looking forward to Shulk. I'm looking forward to Shulk too, actually. I love Dirge of Cerberus. I know it was not the best Final Fantasy game. Especially when you compare Dirge of Cerberus to Final Fantasy 7, you're going to have a lot of people going, Dirge of Cerberus is absolute shit. Because 7 is an absolute masterpiece, and I'm sitting there going, that's what you guys say about Ocarina of Time, but that's for another argument. Anyway, I liked Dirge of Cerberus. I actually wouldn't mind seeing an actual antagonist. Because Shulk is an antagonist, but she does kind of change sides. But then but if we need a proper antagonist, especially since we've just saw him in Intergrade, we need Vice. I would also take Nero, because I thought Nero was pretty cool. An annoying fucking fight, by the way. And in terms of Crisis Core, you see how many fucking people cry for Genesis. Genesis and Angeal. So, but I'm waiting for Shulk. If I look real quick, because typical me, I keep delaying stuff. Next month's gonna be kind of rough because I know I have to save up for Garnet. Garnet is where everything is going for sure.
Pretty sure
she's at the end of the month, but there's one banner after that that's actually at the end of the month, and that has Auron. And I want Auron because Auron is like my favorite character from 10, even though I don't like 10. But Shulk.
Except because 10 stole your belts from 14.
Probably. like I've said, I wasn't even excited for Ace. I wasn't excited for like Bart's getting BT plus or Ferris rerun. I was excited Kimari was getting LD boards and going to 80. That's the biggest thing for me. Kane says, I can almost see Genesis making a return in Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 or something. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff I've not played. I have finished 1 and 2. One was an absolute journey, but I'm working on 3. I'm just about at the spot that I am actually in on my actual DS card. So there's that. I'm waiting to finish 3, and then it's gonna be 4. I don't think I'll do After Years, but I might, and then 5 and 6. But I have Crisis Core. I don't know how I'm going to stream Crisis Core. I'm still working on how to figure out how to stream from my DS. But I would love to stream Crisis Core because I want to finish Crisis Core because I don't know the full story. 7 basically spoils all of Crisis Core. Just saying, for the fact that you know what happens to Zack. Also, Zack's BT spoils what happens to Zack. But I don't know what happens to Genesis. As far as I know, Genesis is dead. So, but then again, it could be a whole weird fucking thing. Because this is almost not quite like a remake, but like a weird redo, sort of. Considering it's like Era seems to know what happened from the original 7 or some shit like that. Again, I've not played the remake. I really need to. But and then them basically showing off Vice and Nero in Intergrade, who were from Dirge of Cerberus. And I'm sure Serial will also go with me on this one if I bring it up. Yuffie being basically the pro tag for Intergrade almost guarantees her BT at this point. Which I would not mind. I love Yuffie. But they could very well bring Genesis in. I don't know what happened to Genesis. The way I say the remake is that it takes place after Advent Children. Sorry, I'm trying to understand. The way I see the remake is that it takes... I'm assuming it was supposed to be C, not say. The way I see the remake is that it takes place after Advent Children. That kind of almost... With the way they're doing it, it does almost kind of make sense. But I know one person showing up could just absolutely fuck part of the story. And that's Zack. If Zack somehow shows up that's not in like a flashback, that's gonna fuck up a lot of stuff. But
I think if they brought in Genesis, they're needing to face a lot of legal issues because I think that's still an ongoing fight. Which is why we haven't seen anything of Genesis. But as far as the 2 people that you said, I can totally see them happening.
Okay, so apart from Reigns, who are we getting? We're getting Shulk from Dirge of Cerberus. Lude, who's basically them referencing Revenant Wings, which I don't really care for 12. I enjoyed 12, but I don't really care for it. It's kind of like 10. Kind of like, I was like, okay, I like Balthier and Orin. And then, yeah. We got Ursula as a reference to After Years. We've got our first 2 character in a while, and that was Layla. Which is driving me nuts because I keep hearing people call her Leela, and I'm sitting here like, it's not how it's pronounced. Good to see that World of Final Fantasy got some love with Intercross. And then we have an actual character from Crisis Core that's not Zack with Cisne. So I know we just got someone from 2, but after playing 2, I really want to see a couple more characters like Ricard. But that's because I really like Dragoons. It makes more sense with one of the ending fights. I could get into more detail, but you need to play. Yeah. Because if you're referencing the fact that, like, Sephiroth's basically making shit float like he's Chris Angel, That, yeah. I don't think we can get any more characters from 15. They basically kind of nailed it. Well, my sister would really love Lunafreya. I understand Lunafreya coming in. She's like, she's hardcore. She's like, I want Lunafreya and I want Gintiana. And I'm like, I like Iris, but I don't think Iris is necessarily fit for DFFOO. Same with Cindy. Iris and Cindy are not fit for DFFOO, but they're in Brave Exvius, which is really weird. And I actually find it funny that Cindy's in there because Cindy hits people with a truck. There's a lot of characters I would love to see in from 14. Gunbreaker Thancred, Black Mage, Stola, stuff like that. What's up?
Oh, it's just saying I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying I'm sorry. I'm vastly kind of losing my eyes here. My eyes are kind of like.
Yeah, I should probably hurry up and finish this. I'm trying to get. I keep getting sidetracked. You know what? Surprising. Someone said that the roster. Oh, we just got Sice. I forgot about Sice. Brave Exvius says anyone and everyone. Yeah, they even have Kenny the Crow, the mascot for the gas stations in 15. Someone said that I think 7 has a bigger roster than Type 0. Or is it 6? But at the same time, I'm just sitting there going, I'm not the only one who thinks this, and it's not quite a quote from someone else in the Discord, but it just seems like the devs have a hardcore hard-on for Type 0. Because, oh my god, how many characters from Type 0 did we almost get back-to-back? 8, Edia, the boys from Laguna's squad, Rufus, Red 13, that's a big one. 6, yes, 7, no. Oh yeah, 6 has the bigger roster than Type 0.
Yes.
Amarant and Queena. Amarant is probably number 3.
Lonnie as well.
Lonnie.
Oh, I would love to see Lonnie. But Amarant is probably number 3, if not number 2 on my list. It's like a weird kind of. I can't tell which of these 3 I want more, and that's Edia, Rufus, and Amarant. Because everyone seems to always think for like DFFOO, the big 3 is Cloud, Squall, and Lightning. I'm sitting here, no. For someone like me, the big 3 were 7, 8, and 9. So the big 3 for me is Cloud, Squall, and Zidane. So those are my big 3 games. So I would love to see, Amarant, Edia, and Rufus, and no particular order. Thing about Type 0 is I think we could just get everyone from them is because it didn't sell as well as expected, so they shove it down our throat. Yeah, I mean, I have it. I got it cheap from like GameStop for like $4. Because why not? It's a Final Fantasy game.
Likewise.
I couldn't quite get into the gameplay right away, so I haven't really touched it. And unfortunately, I can't access my copy of it. So I downloaded it on Steam. So I will probably play that at some point. But I'm kind of trying to get through the main line first of, 1 through. I'm probably going to skip 11, but I may do like a side stream for just 11. And probably skipping 14.
You can always replace 11. You can always replace 11 with one of the other ones, like the Sade one.
You can always
replace 11 with a Sade one, like Type 0.
If I'm replacing replacing any 11 with any game, it's probably gonna be Tactics. It's better as a portable game than a console game.
That would have been my second suggestion.
See, I have this own kind of personal vendetta against myself with the fact that I was not the smartest kid. So I couldn't figure a lot of stuff out, and I hated losing. So I used a Game Shark to beat 7, 8, and 9. Or I never beat 9. I never beat 9 until like 3 years ago. Because I would always get so fucking sidetracked by cards that I would get all the way to the final fight. You know, final fight before which I believe is Kuja, and then it's Necron. But then I'd be like, nah, cards. Go collect all the cards.
Cards.
8 I used to cheat, and I also cheated on 10. So 7, 8, 10, and tactics I used Game Shark for to beat. So I'm sitting there going, I have to go and beat these legit. I beat 7 and 8 legit recently on the PS4, especially as soon as the remaster for 8 came out. I was like, that's it, going straight for it. I beat 9. I have to work through 10 again. And then tactics. So tactics is one I really want to play again. But I am also thinking of setting up more streams, not just bringing back Fight Night, but I do want to do like other games that aren't just Final Fantasy and the co-op Nintendo shit. Like I want to go back and play Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross. Because I'm sitting there going, I should have started the Final Fantasy series while I was doing Legend of Dragoon. Because Legend of Dragoon, it was Legend of Dragoon, 7, 8, 9, and not even Chrono Trigger. I hadn't played Chrono Trigger yet. It was Chrono Cross. Those were the big games I played the most for like the PlayStation. So I was like, I should have gone from Legend of Dragoon to like Chrono Trigger and stuff like that. Whereas I could have just started a Final Fantasy series on the side of that instead of going from Legend of Dragoon to Final Fantasy. And I would fucking there are very actual few games that to me have a replay value. Legend of Dragoon right there at the top. Even it's actually higher than 7, 8, 9. Because Legend of Dragoon inspired a lot of the stuff that I've come up with. Like, in terms of my own little stories and stuff like that. And I really wish they'd give it, like, a remake or remaster or something like that. That'd be fucking stellar. But I am thinking of, like, maybe going and, like, doing a a new stream where I go from Chrono Trigger to Chrono Cross. I also want to play through all the Zelda games, because that was one of my first,
You may also want to look at Dark Cloud, because I think
I've seen that. My friend used to play it. My sister likes Dark Cloud too. Couldn't interest me.
I think the first one's more interesting.
If you want, Legend of Dragoon has a hard mode.
That is 431. That's 431.
Yeah. So, yeah. Kane just mentioned that Legend of Dragoon has a hard mode. I'm not. Some things like hard mode doesn't really interest me. Except I remember when I started playing like Uncharted, I was like, I beat it on normal, and then I saw that normal covered easy as well in terms of trophies. I'm like, I should have just done this on hard mode. So now I play all the games on hard mode. So, which is probably why I haven't gone back to do more of Doom Eternal, because I'm on a difficulty that's kicking my ass. But yeah, should probably wrap this up because it's 4:32. My cat's telling me she wants out. So this was an interesting late night stream because we are here in Ireland. Well, I'm here in Ireland. Jai is in Scotland, I believe. I can never remember. You keep making it sound like you're in like 3 different fucking places. Sis didn't show up to do polls, so
Yeah, she's probably doing what we should be
yeah,
doing.
she's sleeping, but she's probably gonna be up here in like the next like 2 hours to wake chickens up. So this is interesting. I'm glad I found this program that lets me actually stream my phone better without like so much lag. So hopefully this was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I know I did say kind of like come and tell me I'm shit, which Kane immediately jumped on. But yeah, hopefully this is entertaining for you guys. Thanks actually for unmuting yourself there, Jai, to give me someone to talk to. Sometimes I just really need someone to talk to.
Not a problem.
Outside of comments, obviously. So yeah, thanks. I'm assuming you're still checking out the stream on YouTube. Thanks for at least giving it views. Don't forget to smash that like button. Blah 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 blah. I can't even do it. I can't even be fake like Clay can. Oh my god.
Let me. So, people at home, before we sign out and say goodbye, we're gonna say don't forget to tickle that like button, comment if you've got something to say, and subscribe to his channel, both on Twitch and on YouTube. And don't forget his Patreon, which is linked somewhere down below, because it also doesn't.
Yeah, I don't have Patreon.
And you can totally, like, if you have done all of that and you still can't get enough of Vern, there is totally, not actually, a OnlyFans. So don't forget to go to his OnlyFans.
I'm cutting it off right there. There's no OnlyFans. There is no Patreon. I'm still bothered by the fact that I think you said tickle the like button. That seemed a little gnarly. I could have misheard that, and I'm really hoping I did. But yeah, I mean, fuck the algorithm. Say something in the comments. If you like it and all that stuff. If you're not following on Twitch, follow me.
One an interesting one. Alright, here's an interesting one about the like button for you. Okay, guys, if you really enjoyed what you saw, don't forget to offer to help the like button. But when the time comes for the like button asking for your help, completely forget to mention that you had a prior engagement.
I thought you were gonna go in the way of saying, go check out my MySpace. I'm sitting there and fuck, does anyone even use that anymore?
No.
No.
You can...
I was trying to do a Mr. Bowling thing, I'm too tired to actually.
But yeah, no. As you can, if you guys are cool with it, like it, all that stuff. Follow me on Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube, stuff like that. Fuck the algorithm by just saying, I don't even care. Go in the comments and tell me I'm shit, because I'm shit. There is also the RuneX2X Studios page on Facebook. Go ahead and just like that. I haven't been active there though, but still, I am, thanks to Chris, who, if possibly he's still here, if not, that's cool. But thanks to Chris for popping in and also following. Chris now got me up to 22. Because for building a community, you have to have 50 followers and 5 people talking at once. We hit that 5 people. I'm now at 22 out of 50, so I'm almost halfway there. So this is... He also suggested doing this. So thanks to him for that. I did see that we got up to about 6 viewers at one point. That's cool. Reality is always popping in, being the dad that he is. Where's my child support? Yeah, Dad, where's my child support? We'll see how Sis's polls did, because she's a big 15 fan. It's not her favorite, but she is a big... She loves Aranea and Prompto, so hopefully she gets her stuff. because she was super mad when she missed Aranea and Ferris's LDs the first time around. But she got Ferris, so
She needs to be watching. She needs to be watching my Final Fantasy 15 streams on Twitch.
you're gonna
She must
chill
look.
in my stream.
Yep, totally.
Yep, Jai does have a Twitch. Has been running through 15 for the first time. Go tell him he's shit. Don't tell him he's shit. He's pretty chill. And yeah, again, thanks for everybody popping in. That's probably the most active and vocal I've seen Kane in a while. So good to see you, bud. And we will be. God, it's 4:38 a.m. 4:38 a.m. for me, and I will be streaming again at 8 p.m. with more Final Fantasy 3. So more Final Fantasy 3 at 8 tonight. Fight Night will return. We may not do Smash Brothers, but it is looking like it is going to be Smash Brothers. More absolute fucking chaos, as always. And that'll be tomorrow night at 8. And then after that, unless I'm still working out adding more stuff, but the next thing after Fight Night will be more Super Mario 3D World. Kane says for FF3. Yeah, someone in the Discord also mentioned how grindy it is. I have to beat it. I have to get through the first 6 games to make up for the fact that I missed them. So I am 2 out of 6 done. But yeah, so again, I should probably also, just to make sure I am ending, kick my own ass in the kick my own ass. I'm actually falling asleep. I'm getting that weird kind of high, lightheaded feeling from, because I'm fucking tired as shit now. I just need to end this. So thanks for popping in, guys. Thanks to everyone who actually, because I do see lots of people have, not lots, but a few people have liked the Facebook page. Thank you. And all that stuff. And I will see you guys later tonight. Peace out.